our final speaker, I also wanted to acknowledge Dan Wiley, who's here on behalf of Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. Congresswoman Velázquez. Congresswoman Velázquez has been a tireless supporter of not only of Brooklyn, but particularly of water quality, as everybody here knows. And so, Dan, thank you for being here today. And now, last but certainly not least, we have Paul Tercy, who is speaking on behalf of the Newtown Creek the Newtown Creek Monitoring Committee. Let me just say, I am lucky because I happen to come into this picture at a time when all kinds of good things are happening at DEP and for Newtown Creek. We opened the visitor center. We cut the ribbon on the microbiology lab. We celebrated with DEC Commissioner Granis the attainment on a monthly basis of EPA standards under the Clean Water Act. Now, all those things didn't happen just because I walked in the door on January 1st. These have been the effort of many, many years, and the Newtown Creek Monitoring Committee has been an essential part of all of these efforts and was really put together at the creation of, present at the creation, because it was the group that was responsible for making sure that as we acquired the property needed for this expansion, as we built the plant upgrade and this visitor center, that all of the, that it folded into the community in a way that made it a livable piece of infrastructure. And I think we are working hard to achieve that. I just want to acknowledge Paul, Irene Klementovich is here, and Christine Kolowich. And just say that it is a privilege and a pleasure working with you. I look forward to everything else we have to do because, as I say, this is a step forward, but not the final step, certainly. And Paul, if you want to say a few words.
Thank you, Commissioner. I am one of the co-chairs of the Newtown Creek Monitoring Committee, otherwise known as NCMC. Part of our story is written on a plaque on the wall right over there. And part of our story remains unwritten. 15 years ago, there were only two people who knew or cared how many millions of gallons of wastewater flowed into this plant on a daily basis. And both of those people are here today. One is the plant superintendent and captain of the ship, Jimmy Penn. The city is very fortunate to have this man in charge of this plant. Number two is a Greenpoint resident and captain of the community, Irene Klementovich. I confess, I may have exaggerated a little bit on the daily basis part. I'm not actually sure that Irene called Jimmy every single day. But it would be impossible to exaggerate the dedication, compassion, and energy of Irene Klementovich. In fact, the United States Senate could hold a week-long filibuster describing the contributions that Irene has made to the community and to the city. And I think she's a little mad at me now.
I didn't pay him for this.
Irene doesn't like the filibuster analogy because Irene would not want to see words used for the sole purpose of preventing action. Words have limits. Anybody who has a small child who does not follow verbal instructions in a timely fashion understands this. In fact, some of life's most wonderful things, some of the most difficult questions and problems cannot be answered with words alone. The importance of art in our lives serves as a reminder that words have limits. For without words, Vito Conchi's work will express the joy, the wonder, and the comfort of water. And without words, millions of gallons of wastewater flow into this plant every hour, presenting a silent problem. This plant was built as a solution. Without words, a city of 8 million people has ample drinking water to meet all of its needs every day. And every day, the challenges of transporting millions of people and moving thousands of tons of garbage and recyclable materials must be met without words. Greenpoint community can be proud of its role in helping the city solve difficult problems by hosting facilities such as this wastewater treatment plant. And the Greenpoint community can also be proud of its decades of endurance, because the impacts of the construction and the operation of facilities like this plant are known to the people who live here without words. Once upon a time, these were difficult problems. But every problem presents opportunity. In this case, there are two opportunities. The first is a chance to highlight a major upgrade to the wastewater treatment process, which is needed. The second opportunity is a chance to improve the condition of the community, which is long overdue. The visitor center that we now occupy and phase 1 of the Nature Walk are results of that second opportunity. And as a community, we are encouraged. And both opportunities remain open. As you can see outside, the construction work for the plant upgrade is well underway, and it will be completed in 7 or 8 years. That second opportunity begs to be fulfilled sooner, for it could serve as a model of collaborating with local residents and providing amenities to the community. When this visitor center is drawing people from all across New York City and beyond, and when phases 2 and 3 of the Nature Walk are completed, the Department of Environmental Protection will have perhaps its finest examples that demonstrate understanding, concern, and commitment to the community. Examples that will stand, much like this fountain, without words. Thank you.